Good morning. It's Sarah from the Hunts Exotics Foundation. Give me a second. I got to make sure that I got her on her bottle. Okay. So yesterday kind of sucked. I got cussed out twice yesterday. The first one was because I couldn't intake a kinkajou. As you guys know, kinkajous are kind of like my passion animal, and it broke my heart to not be able to take them in. But I have to look at the big picture. And right now, I don't have an enclosure for a quarantine, and I don't have an enclosure for a new kinkajou to go into. Our current enclosure costs probably between $5,000 and $7,000. I don't have $5,000 to $7,000 for a kinkajou that we weren't planning on right now. Honestly, sponsorships are low. Every single nonprofit I've talked to is really, really struggling right now. It's the industry. Anyways, they were so hateful. Like, it really messed with my head yesterday. First of all, just because somebody tells you that while they empathize with you, they can't do what you want, that doesn't mean that you get to call them horrible things. The person I spoke to yesterday ended the call by telling me I was a butch C word. It's 2024. Get right. Give me a break. Like, seriously, just no. Second of all, I offered you 3 facilities that I know could probably take a kinkajou. I know 2 of them can. One is just in Alabama, one is north of us, and I suggested one just outside of Tampa, and that if she couldn't take it, she probably would also have more resources. I'm still a baby in this industry. I probably always will be a baby in the industry. I started later than everybody else, and I'm in it for the animals. So for you to make it personal like you did yesterday, like, you have no idea what I've sacrificed. You have no idea. And this is after I tossed and turned all night thinking about this. I filmed like 4 responses yesterday to you, and they were not appropriate, and that's why I'll never show them, because I was responding in anger and frustration. And that doesn't get anybody anywhere. But I think that if you're following me, which yes, I did find your page, I think that you should go ahead and unfollow me, and I realistically think that you should unfollow anybody that actually cares about the animals. I would be an animal hoarder if I did what you asked me to do. The fact that your kinkajou has been in a small dog cage for the 9 months of its life, you're not an animal keeper, you're not an exotic animal owner, you're a hoarder, and you're not doing the best for those animals, and that's not fair. Like, just wow. The second one was a birthday party phone call yesterday that I took. I couldn't find you on social media, but based on some of the stuff that you said to me, I know that you do follow me, or at least you go to my page to look. We are not a for-profit business. I told you that. Every single thing that we make goes right back. Literally every penny goes right back into the animals. She was upset with me because we do have a donation value or like amount that we have to get to come out to do birthday parties. This is after she asked me if we were licensed and insured and all that, and I explained to her that we're state licensed, blah, 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 and we are insured. And then when I told her that we had a minimum donation amount, she flipped her mind on me. Also said some really hateful stuff. Was telling me that I'm a social media fake because I'm obviously not in it for the animals. But I don't think she understands that we're a nonprofit, but it's not just me. I answer to a board. I'm on the board, but I answer to them. And let me tell you, if I told my treasurer that I was going to go out and do birthday party presentations for free all over the place, she'd be on my butt. You wouldn't believe it. But somebody has to pay for that insurance. How? And I tried to politely explain that. And again, she got really nasty, name calling, making really ugly statements, and it's bad enough that I had to turn down an animal that definitely needed us. That person also, I forgot to add that they would just turn their animal loose. Which I did try to find. I called the number back and I tried. It's like a Go phone. It's a track phone. So there's, honestly, I was going to turn them into FWC. But for real, like, do better. We can all do better. I am literally doing the very best that I can. I have sacrificed. You have no idea what I have sacrificed. As a reference, I'm here, but not by myself. Before you're like, oh, Sarah, you're making yourself a target. I'm not a target. My dad is staying with me, but my family is on vacation. My entire immediate family is out on vacation right now. I am not. Why? Because it's a sacrifice that I'm making for the animals. I am literally pushing as hard as I possibly can to better the foundation, to do as much as I can for the animals. That's what I've chosen to do with the rest of my life. And I'm okay with that. But to have people come at me and tell me about how shitty of a person I am and how, oh, I'm a fake because I can't intake every animal. Do you know how many animals? I would be an animal hoarder if that was the case. If I intook every animal that we got a call for, I would have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of animals, and I wouldn't be able to care for them appropriately. I don't know. One of them mentioned that they thought that I had a bunch of corporate sponsors, and oh, you're just sitting here like I'm sitting here rolling the dough. Let me tell you how many corporate sponsors we've had. We've had an amazing air conditioning company out of St. Cloud that sponsored one of our species, but that species wouldn't be here if they hadn't sponsored it. That's it. Like that in the last few months, that's what we have. The economy sucks. So nonprofits are suffering all over the place. There's a little thing like going around social media, give your small business owners a hug. This is the worst year ever. Seriously, who has money to donate to a nonprofit? Not many people. Not many people. Our last few donation events, not a penny. So let me tell you who's paying for everything right now. My family. My family is paying for all of it. And to be talked to the way that I was spoken to yesterday, like I was really down on myself trying to process it yesterday. And I woke up today and I was like, you know what? I'm glad I didn't post because I was responding in emotion. And I know better than that. And just consider what you don't see behind the scenes. So, yes, you see cute animals and you see me cleaning the animals, but do you see the hours and hours that I spend reaching out to different facilities? Do you see the hours and hours and hours of grant applications, which I have literally brain damage? Grant applications that I sit and put in for, and how many we never get grants. We just don't. It doesn't happen. So we got a 4imprint grant that helped us get polos and some hats for our volunteers. It was amazing and we're super appreciative of it. And we've gotten a couple of very, very, very small grants, like not even a month's worth of feed. That's it. I have reached out to feed brands. I have reached out to the businesses that we support. And it's great because all businesses are suffering, and businesses want us to come in because if we tell people we're coming in, it brings a crowd to them. But businesses don't do things for us. And I'm not saying that in like a bitter way. I'm just trying to give you guys the reality of what it's like. And it sucks sometimes. And just to be hit in the face, be called names, and to have my ethics and my, I don't know, my work ethic, I guess, my volunteer ethic, because it's not paid. I am not paid at any way, shape, or form. Am I paid by the foundation? I do not have any income from the foundation. It makes me want to throw up, and it makes it so frustrating. So yes, we do charge a minimum donation for birthday parties. It helps go towards the animals and it helps cover our insurance. We're still working on our USDA. My family has put probably $150,000 out of our pockets into the foundation in the past 2 years. I could definitely be living a very different lifestyle right now if we had chosen to go a different route. I could be living a beautiful retired life, but this is my passion and I'm not going to stop because some crappy person, see, I'm trying real hard to filter, took their frustration out on me. But just consider that before you come at people. And for the 2 people, I know one of you guys follows me because I found you. You done okay? I really think that you should unfollow. I'm not for me, or I'm not for you, and you're definitely not for me. So everybody have an amazing Thursday. Stay wild.